Alright, War Robots fans, this is Bagofsoup coming at you from the test server again this weekend. We're testing out the Dashbots Mark 1, 2, and 3 this weekend. We've already tested out the Dashbot Mark 1, and as you can see here, we're testing out the Dashbot Mark 2 again. This one's got a few differences from the Mark 1. First off, it's got a third medium weapon up on top. Unlike the Mark 1, you can also corner shoot because it's got two guns on the side and not just the two guns above. It's a little slower than the Mark 1, and the dash ability cooldown is slower, but it also has a built-in ancile shield. So it's got a little more firepower, the built-in ancile shield, but you're losing speed and dash cooldown. So this will not be so much of a beacon runner like a Dashbot Mark 1 or a ROG would be. It's going to be more of a fast-paced medium brawler. Is a little different, and you're going to have to kind of treat it that way. The closest comparison I can make with this guy would probably be the Griffin of all bots, just because they have similar firepower, the Dash and the Griffin. The Dash has the 3 medium weapons, whereas the Griffin has the 2 medium and the 2 lights. So there is a difference there, but that equals out pretty much about the same. They both have a little less speed, than the ROGs and Dash Mark 1s, things like that. So something to keep in mind. And the slower cooldown ability on the dash or jump, also to keep in mind. So the big difference really between the Mark II and the Griffin is going to be whether you want to have a dash ability or whether you want to have a jump ability. They're both good for different reasons. Let's try and hit this guy before he realizes that we're here. And then we'll dash right back out of the way here. When our dash comes back online, this is not a Mark 1 that we can just dash away when we like. But we took out a bunch of that guy, even though we had low hit points to begin with. But that's going to be the big difference we'll be testing here. I've loaded up several Dashbot Mark 2s, plus a couple of Griffins. And so we're going to test out the difference between the two and see what we prefer between the jump of the Griffin and the dash of the Mark II, and just see how it comes out here. Just like I said, it's going to be different for different situations. What do you prefer in the moment? If you're on power plant and you're trying to jump onto the beach to grab a beacon, well, you're probably going to want the Griffin jump. Or if you're behind a building like this and want to jump up, straight up and down, you're going to want to get the Griffin there. But if you're trying to jump side to side, like to strafe a guy, you're probably going to want the Dashbot. Or if you want to jump straight back from orkans, once again the Dashbot. So just different special abilities for different situations. Let's get over this thing. Come on, we can do it. Oh, that is what I call rejection there. Man, our Griffin tried and failed. So let's come around this corner. The Griffin is a little slower than the Dashbot Mark II, and the cooldown on the jump is a little longer. But otherwise, it's got a very similar everything else. And we'll see how each one fares. We started with the Dashbot Mark II Orkans, so it's only fair that we jump in now with the Deathbud and Griffin here with the Orkans and Pinatas. They're also self-reloading. They're auto-reloading this weekend. So like right now, maybe we can try to finish this guy off at the last second. Like my voice, I was trying not to take a breath there at the last second. So we did pretty good to take out that Rhino with some help. And let's use our jump strategically in a moment to see who we can take out here. Just around that corner. And let's position ourselves rightly. Whether we want to dash at them with a Mark II or jump at them. Here's one of the situations where we could jump straight up and down if we want to, but let's conserve that jump. Once again, the big difference is jump or dash. What are you going to prefer? That's one difference. Now, if the Pinatas auto-reload, that won't be a big issue on either one, that they both auto-reload. I could take a jump at that guy, but who knows what I'll be jumping into, so we have to be real careful for that. So we're watching all these Orkan guys and their ranges here. But we can jump like that against this guy right here. Let's see if we can take him out. And we got close. He's got what you would call a smidge left there to take out. So he's gone. We're still winning on beacons, which is nice. Let's get a little closer into my ambush place. I got a little ambush spot I like to use here. Let's try and finish off this guy here. So another issue besides the dash versus the jump is going to be currency, the cost of these bots. We don't know what the dash bots are going to cost. Are they going to be event currency? Are they going to be gold, workshop points, silver, lettuce, tomato? Is there some kind of new currency that that we might have to take into account? Let's see if we can nail this gecko guy that's been like laser blasting us this whole time. Jump for your love. Alright, we got nailed in the air. Let's jump into our Dashbot Mark II Terrans this time. Good for that Leo. So we got some good time with that Dash Orkans and the Griffin Orkan Pinatas there. That was very fun. See if we can finish out some of these guys with our mighty Terrans. And once again, so one of the other issues is going to be currency. We know the Griffin is awesome and only costs silver, so that's great. That's readily available for people to get. But if these bots cost special event currency or something like that, then they're going to be a lot harder to get, like the gunslingers currently are as of this time. So just something to consider here. See if we can nail this guy while he's doing his thing, and we'll try and corner shoot. I at least like that the Dashbot Mark II can corner shoot better than the Griffin on the left side. Not so much on the right. The Griffin can do equal, so something to think about when playing. So we're not going to really get to do much here other than just kind of hanging out with this guy, unless we use our dash to come this way and see who else we can target here. But yeah, the currency will be a big issue, and then once again, jump or dash. That will be a big part of the equation when this bot gets released. And I don't know, it's a tough call. The Mark II is a little more limber than the Griffin. It's got a little more speed. The cooldown's a little less. I like that kind of corner shooting on that side. Kind of cool. Lost a gun there somehow. Magically, it just kind of popped off. But yeah, that match is about over anyway. But hopefully you got to see the difference there in how they operate. Don't know how we actually did. We were kind of just lumbering around the map. But, we did well enough for what we were trying to do to test out the bots. We had some Chinese ninja guys leading that attack, which was great. I want to see what that top guy's running there. I can't tell the difference between their names here. Yeah, they were testing out the Mark II and the Griffin, kind of like we were. So that's kind of cool. So we got to test out the differences between the two there. And like I said, let's take a closer look at the Mark II here. Like I said, other than the Mark I, this one has the extra third gun. It has the built-in ancile shield, but you're going to sacrifice the speed and the cooldown on the dash ability. And then, of course, let's go in and take a look at our mighty Griffin here. This is the new paint job they've been testing out lately that might be available in the next update. I like it. Luck of the Irish there. Looks kind of army green anyway, so I would definitely grab that if it's cheap enough. And you know what the Griffin looks like. Here's the new paint job. But once again, are you going to want to jump up and over objects, jump up and down to ambush, but risk being hit by snipers? Or are you going to want to dash left and right behind building to strafe enemies, or dash in and out of danger? That's going to be the big deal there. I do want to show you the bot we didn't get to test out. This is just something I've seen on the test server this weekend. You know how an ancilot has your built-in physical shield up front, plus your you can put an ancile on top and you're double protected as long as you're facing forward. Well, this guy is interesting. He's got the same firepower here as a ancilot, but he's a little faster, and he's got the built-in ancile, and he's got the side shield, so you can turn sideways to block guys, and then turn right into them, unleash your orkans, and turn back. So just a concept we're going to be testing this weekend to see how it goes. But I've seen some guys use this pretty effectively and get the best of both kinds of shields. So anyway, that's it. I'm curious to see your thoughts on a couple things. The Mark I versus the Mark II. Would you rather have the speed and dash or the extra firepower and ancile of the Mark II here? Also, like we said, what are you going to prefer when these bots hit? Are you going to prefer the Mark II here? Or are you going to prefer the good old tried and true Griffin? We know the Griffin's cheaper for now. We don't know what the Mark II will cost. And then are you going to want to jump up and down and over or left and right, forward and back with the dash. Anyway, if you liked the video, please click like. If you have any comments or questions about the Dash Mark II or the comparison with the Griffin or any setups you'd like me to test out, including that ECU setup this weekend, let me know. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We've got more videos coming your way. This is Bagofsoup coming from the test server. Hope you have a great War Robots day.